his wealth. And what is clear that this is going to give us a great sense of solidarity, of sharing, of avoiding selfishness, of being a brotherhood, of loving each other, which is all of these mutual values that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has revealed upon his creatures or upon his human being, whether in Quran or Bible, whether through Christianity or Islam. All the revelation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have a mutual values, which is loving each others, helping each others, being or the sense of solidarity, avoiding selfishness and being selfish is a mutual value of Allah's revelation. The purpose for the fourth pillar of Islam, which is a siyam, fasting. We've just mentioned and talked about fasting and what does it mean of fasting, but scientifically or generally, fasting is that we are abstained from eating and drinking through the holy month of Ramadan. And the main purpose of it has been mentioned in the Quran, that لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ, so that you may feel or you may be pious, or so that you may fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In the second verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala still talk about fasting. He says that so that لَعَلَّكُمْ تَشْكُرُونَ, so that you feel grateful to Allah's blessings. So these two purposes that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala described behind the fasting during the month of Ramadan, that to fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the second thing is to be grateful to Allah's blessings. Scientifically, it has been proved that fasting is health. It's beneficial and it benefits our health. It's a very useful thing for our health. But even so, away from being healthful scientifically, fasting gives us the sense of solidarity. To feel solidarity with the millions of people who are fasting day and night around the world without a choice. To feel the hunger and the starving people who could not even feed themselves around the world, and they do not eat and drink, not only during a month, but during the whole year, for each year, for those who could not help themselves. And this develops the sense of being helpful. This develops the sense of sharing. This develops the sense of solidarity. This develops the sense of unity, or the Muslims community or the Ummah unity, or to unite the Ummah, that we worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In the same time, we fast to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from the dawn together, and we break our fast at the same time at the sunset, doing the same acts. We recite the Holy Quran, we remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in that month, because we believe this is the month of the Quran. Though we still order to recite the Holy Quran and to meditate in the Quran throughout the whole year, but because this is the month of the Quran, Shahrun, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed the Quran upon the Prophet Muhammad on the night of decree, on the Laylatul Qadr, which is a blessed night. That's why it is being recommended and highly recommended for the Ummah to come and mediate in the Holy Quran. And along, or as more as we are mediating in the Holy Quran, we find a lot of scientific researches, we find a lot of things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promised us, that سَنُرِيهِمْ آيَاتِنَا فِي الْآفَاقِ وفي أنفسهم حتى يتبين لهم.
In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate, we will show them our signs in the horizons and within themselves, until it becomes clear to them that it is the truth. But is it not sufficient concerning your Lord that He is over all things a witness?
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tell us that as long as you are mediating in the Quran and as long as you reflect on the universe of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah will show you miracles. Allah will show you scientific miracles, scientific things till you believe that what is in the Quran is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as what is in from the Bible that has been revealed from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, all revelation that's sent down from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to His prophets, we believe in all of that. And if you mediate the Holy Quran and if you're looking at the pillars of Islam and the pillars of the faith, the foundation of Islam and the foundation of faith, you're going to find that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would like to enrich specific senses of Islam, which is the sense of equality, the sense of brotherhood, the sense of unity, the sense of solidarity, the sense of sharing, which is the real true image of Islam based on them. I would just mention that for each and every pillar of Islam, there is a purpose behind that. Those scientific researches prove that these pillars of Islam has a huge benefit to our health and to our body, but still there is a spiritual sense that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would like to develop it in His community, in His Muslims ummah, to love each other, to live together in peace, to help each other, to feel solidarity, to feel the poor people, to feel the starving and hungry people, to help each other, to live together in peace. And for more information about the pilgrimage, because for these next days and these next times as we are celebrating a specific occasion, which is Al-Hajj, which is the specific days or the specific months for Al-Hajj, we will talk later or in these next episodes about the fifth pillar of Al-Hajj in more details about the rites of Al-Hajj, about Al-Ihram, about the clothes of Al-Hajj, about the main purpose behind the Hajj, about the tawaf and circumambulation around Al-Kaaba, about going between As-Safa and Marwa. And for more information, follow us for next episodes of your program Revelation 9/11 International. Till these next episodes, peace and salamullahi alaykum wa rahmatuhu wa barakatuh.